was definitely a wild weekend.
We braked late, and I saw him, and I was getting ready to turn, and I turned that way, and just, it basically went from doing this to just that. So.
Crisp autumn air and golden trees usually signal the end of the racing season, but this year has been one of the most unusual seasons in recent memory. GRIDLIFE Midwest in a normal year is held under warm June sunshine. But this June the sun may have been out, but a cloud was cast over the motorsports season. The global pandemic halted plans and forced cancellations, but with a strong sense of community bound by half a decade of GRIDLIFE culture, it's finally time to celebrate at Midwest for 2020.
Don't be a douche on 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't be a douche!
You can do it, guys.
The park like the promos and the Sunday Cup car, they're last second.
What'd you forget?
Air chucks.
What was it?
Said air chucks. Yeah. Try to make my goal to bring everything, and I totally forgot the most important thing. It's how to check my tires. So Scott, love you. Thank you. You're the real MVP.
There's a great battle, a Spec Miata versus a C5 Corvette. The C5 Corvette's on the driving line, which is going to be super slippery. Watch him as he tries to put the power down. Can't do it at all, and he's going to get driven around the outside by all those Miatas. Now, these Miatas are basically Spec Miatas. A lot of them are going to run street tires because it's just cheaper and fun. And they're actually in their own right now because they have some of the better grip. It doesn't matter that they don't have a lot of power because they don't need to use all of it in the rain. And they're having a great scrap with the Corvette and then Tiffany Kelly there.
That is Jorge Ortiz taking one Marchand in the green Spec Miata as they head down towards turns 5 and 6.
So I think we have a slight front transmission seal leak. So I think I'm losing not a lot of fluid, only at once, but over time. So I noticed the transmission is getting harder to shift. So I'm going to top it off here. Let's see how low it is. So interesting. This right here, the inner sleeve here, broke, so you know, that's where I'm hearing that noise from.
Brakes? Shit.
Noise?
Dude, they are ridiculous. Like, Scott was not kidding. There's all the braking power.
What are they?
They're G-lock brakes. Ours 12s and 14s, or something like that.
And you haven't had anything like that, right?
Dude, I've never had, like, I've had decent brakes, but nothing like that. That was just, that's phenomenal braking. I was like, yes, I love it.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, chef's kiss. Pretty good. I was doing really good, and I went off track, and then I kind of lost it.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. I was like up in the pack, and then I went off, and I was like, well, there goes that. And I ain't catching back up to that shit. It was good, though.
Good.
It was good.
I told you.
I think my exhaust broke, though.
Why?
Sounds like it's coming from underneath. I went off track, and I think it broke.
Lovely.
It was not, I don't know. We'll see. Day 2 of Gingerman. That might turn out to be the last day. So I don't race till 5. So we're kind of not necessarily bored, but every time we go out to these things, we never get to explore.
It's 2 o'clock, by the way.
So we decided to go explore one of the great things about Michigan. Sand. It's so beautiful. No, I'm just kidding. It was like, what's up? Fix Woody.
You're gonna be bouncing around still.
Yeah, I know.
into turn 1. Up him around the outside for the race lead. Car off. That's Brennan Puck in turn number 1.
Puck off, but that was a crazy start from Meadows and that is Ronnie Solomon. A great move, but it's going to be a bunch of cars all over the place. I don't know who that is. Red facing the wrong way. I think it's Sally McNulty getting the car turned around. A little bit of body damage to the Raymond car. That is a Spec Miata pulling off track at turn number 1.
Something happened to the Corvette. I don't know if it was mechanical failure. I don't know if he was coming in too hot, trying to run with 2 lighter cars. I don't know what the deal was, but I seen him coming, so I tried to turn away because I didn't know what else to do because I didn't want to turn into him because he weighs a shit ton more than me. And then, yeah, he pretty much just took out the opposite side of my car, and I just repaired the other one, so I don't really know. It hurts a little bit, to be honest, but I mean, it's to be expected with racing. It's just kind of one of those things of how it happens. It's not necessarily the best thing in the world, so we'll make do with it. We'll figure it out. And I just broke that bolt. We'll make do with it and we'll figure it out, and then we'll go from there. But we just, if I can get this, make sure it's all good, and that's all good. Make sure this clears so when returning it doesn't hit, then we'll just go back out there and keep going because there's really no point. We came this far and I was doing really good, and this is just, what do you call it, the gods or whatever you want to say, trying to put a damper in shit because they think they're funny. So, but that's why I became a body man. So I steered the opposite direction because I knew there was no avoiding it, but I didn't want to do this. It's so warm. I miss you. Oh man, just kind of packing up. I'm gonna kind of go over the damage here with you guys. Okay. This was worse before I fixed it. But you ready? There it is. So this fender was pushed inwards, rolled this way. This was completely folded in on itself. As you can see, it was rubbing the tire. It's broken here, cracked through here. That's cracked. It's overlapping there. There's some frame damage right here. There's a rail, so that sucks. Got some big old gaps here, which this was kind of gappy, but not like that. Yeah, it's like I said, this, I beat a lot of this out. So here's the worst of it. I beat this out too. You can't really see it, but inside there was hammer marks. I folded this out to clear the wheel, and then I've kind of, you see where I was beating this out to kind of match it a little bit. But everything seems to be okay. If the track dries up, we'll find out. The worst part of it was it broke the motor mount, which is impressive. So I got hit so hard it broke this motor mount out. Because when I got hit, I went to look over, and I mean, it ripped these bolts out of its socket. So this is straight now, but it ripped it out where this was so far over that it couldn't, like, this is where it was, like that. So yeah, the bottom of that was touching the inner part of this trans tunnel. So yeah, I just got that side done, and I guess someone thought it was funny and wanted to make the other side match. So, basically, I guess I could tell you what happened. Back over there, turn 11, a Corvette was coming in at Corvette speeds. Me and a BMW went wide because we knew he was faster than us. He braked at the 2 marker, which is a very light car braking zone, and he lost ABS system. His ABS system hit, and he had to hit me about, I want to say at least 90, because that back straight is super long. that back straight is super long, and like I said, he smoked me. I tried to turn away because pin entry's there, got me in the grass. I couldn't get it out of gear. It was stuck in gear, couldn't get it shift, so I just pulled it in, and I couldn't even turn the wheel barely because that was folded on top of the wheel. So it sucks. You know, now I got these two wheels that are damaged on top of another wheel that I gotta figure out where I'm gonna get stuff from, but I'm okay. Car's okay. Any wreck that you walk away from, whether it be big, small, is a good wreck. So we'll rebuild. We'll come back with more power, and we'll get away from all those Crashy Boy people. So love you guys. Thank you for supporting me in all I do, and thank you for taking interest in everything that I do throughout the season, because it means a lot to me. So we'll keep you posted with some more videos. Peace.
Bob Wilkinson in his natural habitat, shooting his prey.